All right, so are we going?
Oh, we've been going? Oh, God.
Are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
You washed your hands.
And Greg washed his hands.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fat Boy Skinny. Here we go. Welcome in to another episode. Like I said, this is Fat Boy Skinny episode. Who cares? And
9 or something.
we got the crew back. We got me, Ryan. We got Dave, and we got Greg back.
Yep, me, Greg.
The streets call me Nacho, so give some respect to that.
The streets.
It's basic nacho, not supreme nacho.
I mean, there's extra toppings. I mean, you're gonna have like your barbacoa, you know.
Nope,
some,
that's
some
supreme nacho, and you are not
jalapenos,
that. You are just chips and cheese.
verde.
You are just chips and cheese, Dave.
No,
Chips and cheese.
No, absolutely not. Like
You are the Taco Bell value meal nacho.
wow, that is just really mean. But you know what? This is my redemption podcast, so I'm not allowed to talk smack on
Redemption
else.
2.
Redemption
Redemption 2.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't hear part 1 because it's not coming out.
It wasn't great.
It was not a redemption podcast.
Well, seeing
let's
as
put
how-
it that way.
Seeing as how not all three of us finished the podcast.
That's true. If you listened to the Disney podcast, then you missed the first 33 minutes of the quote-unquote first redemption podcast. But we're throwing this back to Ryan because he is now the maestro for this week's...
I ain't no maestro. We just doing this. We're just going. If I'm the maestro, we're going organic. We're not doing transitions or fucking.
So nobody brought the napkin down?
I was about to say, I'm glad we
hell
didn't
no.
because we left all our notes upstairs.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, in all seriousness, we were so professional as to take a colored pencil to a napkin and write
Well,
down...
paper towel, give it respect.
Right, true. Yeah, it was a paper towel. But we did have a few topics on that.
Yeah, what were they?
Oh, God,
God,
violent.
love it.
It's called the 1918
Well, bless you. Somebody's got to say it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the niceness. That just
I washed my hands, man, so I got to tell you, bless you.
I think it's funny. Like, seriously, okay, there's... How many times do you really, like, at Quick Trip, go pee-pee in the urinal and actually wash your hands? Like, be honest. Just,
no, seriously.
Just fucking be honest.
If I'm being
seriously, every time, yeah.
Every time, huh?
Every single time.
Yeah,
Y'all-
in a public restroom, I always wash my hands every time just because I feel like the whole aura of the situation is just filled with nothing but, like, germs and everything. Now, if you were to come to my house and all I did was pee and I did the whip and flip that motherfucker back in, I might not unless I was about to cook some food.
Well, no, he's not wrong. I mean, I'm right on the same page with Dave here. He's like, every time I go into a public restroom, if I go to the bathroom, even if I'm just touching myself, which sounds odd, it's like,
even if you're just touching yourself, like
Hey, man,
there's
you know-
other
hey.
times that other things are happening, or what?
It depends on the bathroom, apparently. But
Woohoo.
but yes, I wash my hands every time unless I'm at home, because then if I'm at home, I feel safe.
And
COVID
if there's
I
holes,
feel safe.
if there's holes,
Yeah. Well, COVID ruined it for everybody.
if there's holes in the stalls, he'll actually gargle afterward too.
Hey, calm
Oh
down.
no!
with
You
that.
raise an
That's-
eyebrow and you
That's
think
nasty.
about. No, you raise an eyebrow and you think about it, and then you're like, better not.
I think you got to tap your foot for that.
I don't.
Tap your foot. How do you know this unwritten language?
Because I have the internet.
Oh, so Ryan knows. So he's always.
What are you looking up
So,
on the internet? That's
yeah,
the
you're
question.
right. No, I actually don't have the internet. I just learned these on the streets.
No, so Ryan's in his bathroom tapping his foot, just waiting.
I'm like,
for something to
"Goddamn."
happen.
I'm just
When
wondering
is
about.
this dude coming?
He's like, George, where are you?
Oh, wow.
He's like, George, where are you? I need you right now.
There's this hole in the stall.
I'm just
God damn it.
Well, do your thing. That's my thing. Oh God. Is it better? Is that better?
There we go.
So,
We fixed Dave's mic. Well,
how many times on your incognito tab have you looked up glory hole?
okay. First of all, I do not have an incognito tab because
Everybody has an incognito tab.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, so he's all public.
I was going to say, how many times have you been caught looking up glory hole at that point?
Here's the thing.
The autofill on his browser is ridiculous.
Here's the thing.
You put up I, and it just automatically comes
Glory
up.
hole.
Glory hole.
Yeah.
Giant web.
I one big cock through the hole, and that's all.
Seriously, I don't know how to like hide things with technology. Like I just don't. And
Fair enough.
Fair enough is I don't give a fuck. I'll show you my history right now.
Oh my God. Let's do a quick game off the cuff. Ryan, I want to type in 3 times. We got to give him one letter and see what the first thing that comes in.
Go B.
Go P, definitely. P for sure.
No, not P. B.
B?
Yeah.
As in boy?
No,
Okay.
as in bukkake.
No. No, go to Google. Go to Google.
And my fucking phone just died.
Oh my God.
really
Actually,
just
he's
died.
not lying. I
How
just saw that
convenient
happen
is
in real
that?
time. Wow.
Wow.
That is
It's almost like you knew that was going to happen.
that's the most Hillary Clinton shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
You saw it though.
Yeah. It's like
it was about to give you away and you killed it. That's very
I
Hillary
didn't
Clinton.
kill
of you.
anything.
No, it totally said bukkake gangbang and then died.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it said too.
You didn't see that. You just saw butthole sex. That's all you saw.
Well, that's another B one.
That's normal
I'm not
stuff.
allowed. I'm not allowed to
That's
say anything.
normal
This
stuff.
is a redemption podcast.
Man,
I can't
Ryan,
say
I don't
anything.
even want to talk about the stuff that you've showed me before. I was like, okay,
What
Ryan.
do you mean? I'm an angel.
Did he show you
No,
his
you're not.
butthole? Or
No,
like,
he
what
was.
are we...
He showed me this shit. I was like,
That's a good question. That that was a
know.
leading statement
it was
there.
very leading
that,
statement.
that for that reason is why I don't ask for his phone and scroll through his photos. He's like, hey, yeah, go ahead, check out my trip. You know, like this fishing trip I took, I don't scroll through.
Listen.
I'm like, nope, you just tell me about it.
That is a
And
set
that's
rule.
enough. Because
That is an unspoken rule. When somebody says, "Hey, look at this picture,"
Don't
and they're-
scroll.
You don't fucking scroll unless.
Well, it really depends.
unless you're ready to find out more about your friend
And-
that you're willing
Exactly.
to understand.
well, you don't ever do it to your friend because
But-
obviously you're not trying to see
That being
kind of
said,
stuff, but-
I don't care if you scroll.
But if a hot chick at the bar was like, "Hey, look at this picture of me at Mardi Gras," you're gonna
Like, why would you get? Like,
you're
jump
gonna
on there and
swipe
start-
left at least 7 times. It's going to happen. Like, well, what happened
I mean, if
after you
you're-
got the beads? Like,
If you're the feds,
yeah. Well, I'm not here for the beginning of the story. I got to see how it finishes.
Yeah, but no, like Ryan's all about like never mind. I don't even want to get
You
into
can
it.
say
no
it,
never.
it's fine.
There's
Okay,
no
fine.
never
It's like-
mind
it's
on this
fine.
podcast.
I don't give a
yeah.
fuck.
Ryan showed me. He was like, "Hey, check this shit out," and it was like some bukkake shit. Like there was like a frat house on like a deck, and these chicks are like playing with themselves, and, like peeing on each other.
Wow, this is not the direction I thought that we
Oh,
were going
yeah.
with this
That's
podcast.
what
I
I'm talking
wasn't
about.
there.
Dude,
No,
this
you
went,
weren't
This
there.
went from like PG to like
it was off
R
the internet.
really
yeah,
quick.
yeah, and he was like, "Dude, you gotta check this out." And I saw it, and I was just like, I was almost traumatized. I was
It
like,
was hilarious.
Okay, yes, it was hilarious because I was like, dude, these chicks are like, what is it? Are you,
don't have to-
into it or something like that? And then she's like, yeah. She goes right over there and just starts peeing on her face. And I was like, what did I just
Welcome,
see?
You
welcome
just-
all the people that have lasted 10 minutes into this podcast.
You just
I really
explained it
appreciate you
so
guys.
terribly.
Well, I'm just saying that is what I saw, and I was like, okay, this is enough for me. And
Well,
I've seen
if
enough.
my phone wouldn't have died, I would show you again, and we could explain it better. But we'll move on. That's fine. It's cool, man.
Ryan likes people peeing on each other.
Well, let's calm down.
I mean, he is big into water sports. I mean, he has a place on the lake, so
I mean, big
And
big R. Kelly fan.
Here's
big R. Kelly fan.
here's how much I'm not into water sports because I don't get in the lake. I fish the lake.
So you don't get wet.
Well,
Don't tell me one time that I got in the fucking lake.
I didn't talk about getting in the lake. I'm talking about as a water sport fan. It's like as hockey plays on ice, which is frozen
Okay.
water.
All right.
So like you're all about.
I mean, a little bit of moisture didn't hurt nobody, right?
Yeah, okay. I love pee.
Well, I'm
you
glad
don't
that that's
love
the
pee.
cut that we're going to have at the very end of this podcast. I don't. You know what? Try to top that. Try to top that for the.
Oh,
for
don't
the
ask
cut
him
at
to
the
top
end.
it.
Yeah.
That's another bad
You want him-
topic. It's
yeah.
another bad topic.
Try to bottom it.
Wow.
Power bottom it.
Hey man, all right. That was a funny joke.
Aren't you?
Ha, ha, ha.
Aren't you mad that you don't have your napkin right now to read
Not
off all
really.
these? No, okay.
Not really.
Okay.
And we had so much PG stuff to talk about.
We
No,
really did.
not really.
no.
we did. Cameron Diaz movies.
Oh yeah, that was a thing, and then also like worst '90s band ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead, Dave. Let's let him start because Greg doesn't give a fuck about music. So, Greg, what's
you hate
the worst?
music?
Yes,
Do you hate music, Greg?
According to Ryan, yes.
he does.
Yes, I do.
Well, what does that mean? Like, what are your first off before you get into worst '90s bands? Let's first talk about just so we get an idea of who you are. What are your top 3 '90s bands? Your top 3 '90s bands.
Man, that's a stretch. Can I even name 3?
I mean, oh wow!
See what I'm saying?
You do hate music, yeah? Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, like, what do you classify as 90s? Like, did
Music
they
that came
played
out
in the
in the
90s.
okay, did they
They played in the 90s.
did they trickle into the 90s? Did they start
I
somewhere
mean,
else?
sure.
Like,
But music that ended up being dropped in the '90s, like what bands?
oh,
did
it
you...
dropped in. It just.
Yeah, music
As in,
that
like, they
became
stopped-
music in the '90s. Why are we describing this so hard? Like, I
because
feel like this
don't
is a very
understand
easy
music,
thing to
because
do.
I don't understand music.
Brian, you don't have to look at me like that. I'm on the same page as you. Man. Like, I don't
I'm
get
just
it.
looking at you, so I don't have to look at him.
Man, it's
Well,
just-
I don't know. It's like
If you say Aerosmith, I'm leaving this fucking podcast.
no. I would say it's like my dad was a big Metallica fan, so that rubbed off on me. That's 90s, correct? Even though they started late 80s.
Yeah, they were there. Yeah, they were
Did
there.
the Foo Fighters start in the 90s?
They were also there in the '90s, the
Okay,
late
so I'll
'90s.
take the Foo
okay.
Fighters, and then
we didn't just edit that either.
okay, never mind.
No,
That-
this
that's
is all
raw.
real. Yeah, this is all.
And then
real
I'll take
time.
Nirvana because I was like big in Nirvana. Very chalk.
Went chalk. Yeah.
Very
So
chalk.
I guess me and you were gonna do the music portion of this, Ryan, and then me and him are gonna take the movie part of it. I guess
You want to go?
That's kind of how that works.
one
yes.
for one.
We can do one for one.
All right.
yeah.
If I take it, you can't.
So we're gonna talk, or we're gonna start with the top 3 that we like, and then
Yeah,
move
sure.
into...
I like how we're gonna do a draft and then completely like edit me out.
no. You already drafted.
You
Well, I know it's like
you got
because
the
you're like,
first,
hey, let's
second,
get
and
Greg
third
out of
round.
the way.
You got the first, second,
You-
and third round draft
you
pick
asked-
right there. You get
You
the first
asked,
top 3.
what is the criteria for a '90s band?
Well, I needed
It's kind of in the name, Greg.
needed
It's kind of in the
transparency.
name.
Transparency.
Well,
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
I don't know, man.
All right, you
What,
go
talking about
first.
Ghost?
I go first.
Talking about the movie
Yeah, go
Ghost,
ahead, go
Patrick
ahead. I go
Swayze,
first?
90s.
Shut
Let's
up,
go.
Greg.
I'm gonna start with Soundgarden just because I love
Oh,
Chris
God,
Cornell.
Chris
That's
Cornell.
exactly who the fuck I was gonna take.
Okay,
Dang.
well, don't worry. There's other
How'd
other
you do
routes
that
you
one?
can go. There's other routes you can go. Soundgarden definitely one of my top 3, and these are in no particular order, right?
Yeah, no, of course.
Right, because we're just talking about this. We've never had a chance to think about it, so in no particular order, top 3. But yeah, I'll go ahead and go
could've done that
Soundgarden
one.
as my
Dude,
first pick.
I'm gonna. And so, since it's in like no particular order, I really love Jane's Addiction.
Really?
Yeah, and it's.
I mean, didn't you? The last
Yeah,
podcast, you were one of their
right.
pushers or fluffers or whatever
something like that.
Yeah.
It's like a personal.
connection.
Yeah, so
you have. Yeah.
I'll take Jane's Addiction. That's
Okay,
fine.
all right, that's a good one. I'm gonna go Alice in Chains with my second pick. I love some Alice in Chains.
I actually know an Alice in Chains song.
do you? What is it?
Sing it.
Rooster.
Sing it.
Yeah, here comes the rooster.
Okay, don't sing it.
Yeah, don't do that anymore.
Well, that's why I wasn't in a band. So thank you guys. Appreciate that.
You should have been a pusher or a fluffer.
I would never do so. I will sit there and be
probably
like, "Hey,
the
do I get a
latter.
free cover? Can I get a free cover, guys? Can I?"
No, you did. No, you did great. You did great. That was
I don't-
fantastic.
I don't feel it.
All right, Ryan, you got your
Jane's
second
Addiction,
band that you got to put up.
Yeah, I mean, oh god, it's hard, but like Pearl Jam, I mean, has to be one of those.
That's what I was gonna go with.
You know what I mean? It's very chalk as well. But
Why do you hate Pearl Jam so much?
me?
Yeah,
No, I
you calling them chalk? I mean, like,
But he took them, so it's not.
I know, that was
no,
gonna be
but I'm
mine,
saying
and-
it's. Do you know what chalk means?
like I've seen the outlines on the ground.
I went to school before a whiteboard.
Or are we,
Yeah.
or are we talking
At
about like
least
chalking up a
explain.
line?
Right, I
Like-
went to school before a whiteboard. No,
So
it's like
chalk means it's just like the
one of the
easy
more
answer.
common. Yeah, it's the easy answer. It's one of the more common answers that you'll hear.
Okay. Well, I guess that might be a thing. I'm
Which
gonna.
is why I went all chalk on mine.
I'm gonna go ahead and it's gonna piss Ryan off, and he's gonna debate it, but I know that I'm absolutely right. Best band of the '90s, Deftones.
Yeah, well, why would I debate that?
I don't know. You haven't taken them yet. You literally took Jane's Addiction
Well,
and,
I just hear
and
okay.
Pearl Jam. You didn't even want to take Pearl Jam. I can't believe you
if
didn't
you
take
want me to-
Deftones. It was one of your favorite bands.
Because they're more of an early 2000s band.
Okay, but what album came out in the 90s?
No, I get it.
My favorite album, Adrenaline.
Yeah,
I
that's
fucking
fine.
love Adrenaline. It's one of the
I just
greatest
don't
albums
see
ever.
them as like a 90s band.
I don't see them as that, but you took Pearl Jam from me, which I was going to take. So
Okay, so Dave took him on a technicality. Ryan was like, not quite all the way there, but
Yeah, I mean, sure, in 1999 they put out Adrenaline, or 98 or whatever it was. So they're a 90s band, but they're more of a 2000s band, let's be honest. Am I wrong?
fine. Do you want me to change it?
No.
you don't have
Take
to.
it.
Dude, Mark
I mean, I
Guire
can
and
if
Sammy
you want
Sosa
to.
cheated in 98 too, so I mean,
I'll
you can
fuck
do that
around
too.
and say Guar if you want me to.
I'm
Like,
taking for my third, so I got who do I got? Jane's Addiction,
and Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam, and I will take kind of an off the wall one and take the Wallflowers.
Oh, I left the ball.
There's
Hell
two
yeah.
good songs by the Wallflowers.
And that's
okay.
all you
One
need.
he- Calm
One
down.
headlight, and then the cover of that
All
David
right.
Bowie
All
song.
right.
Let's
And
calm
that's
calm down.
basically all they really
Let's-
got. Let's
and
be
tell
honest.
me you
let's
don't
Name a
love
third
down.
one. Name a third one.
Dude, I have
You're
like
asking the wrong guy.
okay.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
Name a third good Wallflower song.
I don't know song names. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, sing it.
Uh,
We asked Petey
and
to sing
I
it.
don't sing. Yeah, he's an idiot and sang. I don't
Wow,
sing.
that was just mean.
I have
Right
This
here.
is the Redemption podcast. I, can't
have
say anything
three
about that.
I have 3 Wallflowers albums on vinyl upstairs. I will show you after the podcast.
Okay, sing one song that
Sure,
is
one
not
of
the
them's
cover of
not
the David
Fastball?
Bowie song.
Are
you
We
sure
Can
one
Be
of them's not
Heroes,
Fastball?
and not one headlight.
Oh yeah, Fastball is the shit too. Hell yeah. that good
It's
pull,
a
Greg.
road
God
that they walk on,
damn.
it's
I
paved
hate
in
music.
gold.
Good pull.
It's
hate
always
music.
summer, will never get cold, never get hungry. Nope,
Never
do it.
get old and gray. Yep.
Yep.
We're musicians.
Yeah, we're not.
You two are. I'm not. I have an excuse.
I was gonna give you the percussion side of that. I thought that you were
Oh,
gonna
I
really
wouldn't- I
roll with
wouldn't have
that.
done it,
Yeah,
which
no?
I didn't. So
Okay. So, all right, now that we've given our favorite bands of the 90s,
Oh, God.
now everybody give what they
Creed.
think is the worst band. Creed, really?
It's just an easy joke.
yeah. Can I go
don't really-
Nickelback, or is that
Yeah,
2000s?
I think it's 2000s, I think.
Okay. Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Well, even though I know you guys already gave me
Worst
shit for it, it's
band
like
of the
I'll take
90s.
Hanson just because of that. They did Bop and
That
I
was
mean,
about
yeah,
it.
they killed it with one. With one.
Dude, when I was young, whatever year it was that they came out with that song, I wanted so badly to go to the Hanson concert just to see that one song, and my dad was like, not a chance.
It's a good father.
You are
That's
not
a good
going to go
father.
see.
You had a good father.
You are not
Yes.
going to go see some long-haired 15-year-old boys in concert. You're not doing it.
Or girls. We don't know.
Oh man,
Yeah, debatable, I guess.
I don't know. I mean,
one of their name was Taylor.
But I will say
believe,
this:
so.
like every time you went to a pool and they had the boom box over by the thing, that song was coming out of it.
there's a reason why boombox and mbop kind of sound the same. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just throw this one out there. I think the worst 90s band to have ever existed is Eiffel 65. Because they were the ones that did the If I'm blue, I would bleed, I would die. If I would bleed, I would die. Yeah. That's
was-
the worst
That
song
was a
from the
real
90s.
band.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
name is Eiffel 65. You're welcome. I know that because I bought Now That's What's Called Music Volume 3. And they were on there.
How many of those did they make?
What were they called?
I think they're up to
Jams or
42
whatever?
now or something like that.
Oh, they're still coming out?
Oh, I don't know. I don't. Do CDs even still exist at this point?
Well, you don't need them to. I mean, you can go straight to streaming.
Well, then, yeah, I guess they probably
Download
stopped.
it on Apple Music or
Do you
something.
guys remember Napster?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Holy
And
shit.
LimeWire.
LimeWire.
Yeah,
LimeWire.
That's
the
how you
one.
destroy a computer in 3 months. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
And you take 2 days to download certain songs. Like, yep, I got a bad connection, but this is the only download I can find this of, so I'm gonna wait it out.
I'm gonna download Papa Roach's "Broken Home." I don't care if it takes 7.5 hours.
I had a friend in middle school, and I won't say her name, but we used to go over there all the
Nina.
time to her house. No, it's not her.
Jessica.
Come on.
There
calm
was
down.
7 of them that we knew. You could have just really put your shoulder into Jessica,
And,
like nobody would have known.
Anyways,
Sorry.
we used to go over there and hang out in the basement with like me and one of my other buddies, and then like 4 or 5 girls.
David
and
Heron.
No.
Sorry, you dimed him
Why
out
are
last
you
podcast.
fucking-
You dimed him out last podcast. I just thought maybe you're going to throw him
first
out
of
there
all,
again.
It's
I don't
not
know.
him at all.
All right. No, I love
And-
you, David Heron.
We used to sit in this basement and wait on LimeWire to download. And fucking one song, like you said, would take so fucking long. And the shit that we would find to do in between downloads
Learning how to roll joints.
was... No, we didn't do drugs or do sexy sexual shit or anything like that.
No, they learn how to play baseball.
It also sounds like a really unfun
Chess.
party.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
We had all these chicks down here, and we were just sitting around waiting for a LimeWire.
I was a nerd.
Well,
What
isn't
the-
that how you
never
guys
been a
learned how to
nerd.
play baseball out in the street and stuff?
Yeah,
It's like,
extreme
hey, let's go
baseball.
play baseball. This song's downloading.
Yeah.
It's like, let's go try and hit line
See
drives
you
or
in
something.
3 days.
Can I tell you a really quick funny story? So I had a female friend that will remain nameless too, and so
Melissa,
Erica?
no, Lucretia don't live here no more. But she was one of my like childhood friends and everything, and so we were all in like higher end middle school, lower end high school. I can't remember, but she did not know how to roll a joint.
Lower end middle school? Hold on.
is that called
Yeah, like-
6th grade? Or
Yeah,
8th
something like
grade?
that.
That's
like,
what I need to know.
No, it was
That's what I need to know.
it was definitely some kind of middle school. It was definitely not high school.
I've never heard it as lower end middle school.
Lower end middle school, like just trying to make sure that we got the timelines right. I don't remember the
wanna
Very
numbers.
clarify.
specific.
I just want to be on the same page. is all I
Okay,
want.
well, we're on the same page now. But it was like it was like lower end, higher end middle school. Okay, so somewhere between 6th and 8th grade. All right, I'm trying to make it sound more
It
executive.
was the summer of
Calm
6th
down.
grade.
You can
It
just
was
say
the summer-
middle school.
I
It
mean,
was
I
the summer of
guess.
6th grade. We completed the lower end middle
Oh,
school. We were
shit.
on our way to higher end middle
Well,
school.
I'm glad that you guys got a kick out of that. Now we can
good.
start addressing things as lower, higher end. But she had no idea how to roll a joint. And so I had a dime bag in middle school-ish, lower, upper, doesn't matter. And she came over to my house, and she was like, hey, will you teach me how to roll a joint? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. But my dumbass, I was like, I don't want you to waste my weed. So I shredded a bunch of paper, notebook paper up into like a little bitty scraps. And then I would give her a zigzag and I would try to show her how to roll the paper up because I didn't want to waste my weed, which doesn't make any sense if you're,
Gonna
paying
smoke
attention.
it.
right.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, that was the thing that happened. Yeah.
I was really hoping that you were only have been like, all right, you put it in this roller, and it does the job.
Well, I'm
for
sorry, Greg. We didn't all have roller money. I'm sorry. I wasn't in your tax bracket.
you. Well, I also wasn't smoking weed in 6th grade, so good job.
What's
by
wrong with you?
Hey, it's lower middle school, asshole.
Oh,
It
I
is.
wasn't smoking weed
Lower
in
middle
lower
school.
middle
Let's
school.
get it right here, okay?
Yeah, no. Although I think I did have my first joint in middle school.
Middle school.
I
Middle
think
Earth.
they call it 7th grade.
Yeah, I mean, to some.
I don't know. We don't know the
Yes.
numbers. It's not verifiable.
Yeah, we all went to public school. We don't know numbers.
Exactly. We all went to Winnetonka at some point. Are we all in agreement on that? Okay, yeah,
yes,
that makes
yes,
sense. Yeah,
Yes, that is confirmed.
I blame Miss Rosecrans.
Hey,
It's the wrong name.
yeah. Who the fuck is Miss Rosecrans?
Sorry, that was a 3rd grade teacher at my
What was
elementary
it?
school.
So that was
Rosenboro.
middle elementary school.
What was the little ass bitch's name in?
Hey man,
Or I mean, the little
What was
woman,
it, like Rosenbaum or something?
Rosenbaum. It was either German or Jewish, and I can't remember.
Oh, God, I can't
Roswell?
believe I can't remember her name.
Miss Rosewell.
I was her TA for like a year.
Me too.
Wow,
Can't
really?
remember her
Me
name.
too.
I would fill up that big old...
Miss Rosewell.
Miss Rose nailed it.
And it was don't tell
I
the
won't,
story.
I won't tell the story.
Why
No,
did we
yes,
not?
sorry.
Why did we not ever call her office Area 51? That just seems like a
she
really
was actually,
missed opportunity.
She was actually cool as fuck.
Yes, like if you were her TA, she
Yeah.
loved the shit out of you.
What does TA even mean?
Teacher
Teacher
assistant.
assistant.
I thought it meant tattling.
No,
ass.
I just sat in her office and she'd give me like
Yeah, it was
notes
a way
to
to
my
get out of
friends and be like,
class.
"Hey, go pull them out of class. They're about to get expelled." And I was like, "All right." And I was like, "Go give it to my buddy and be like, hey man, you're about to get expelled. Don't go there. Just
Dude,
go
I think
home
you.
or something.
I think you were the one that got me expelled. Then
Hell no.
I
Oh.
think you were the one that gave the note that got me expelled.
It's possible because I didn't know you at the time. So
Dude,
that makes sense.
Snitching ass, tattling assistant.
No, I just only. Don't shoot the messenger, as
Listen.
they say.
No, I
Listen,
will.
listen. The things that happened in that office that we didn't tattle on
Yes.
was fucking.
That sounds dirty.
wild.
Is this
Well,
a
no,
dirty
it
thing?
wasn't like no, it
this a
wasn't
dirty
dirty.
thing?
Trust me,
No, it
there were some
wasn't
things that
dirty
got
or
her through the
sexual
day
or
that
anything.
Helped out.
It
That
was
we helped out.
yeah.
Hold
it
on,
was-
Greg. Talk more about what you did to help her through the day that helped out.
I only helped her fill up her Dr. Pepper. That's all
Yep.
I did.
I just
She
didn't know if
needed-
you needed mouthwash.
And not
afterwards
just
or
diet. It was diet Dr. Pepper,
Yep.
not Dr. Pepper. It
And
was
sh-
diet Dr.
Yeah, that
Pepper.
diet
And it
was
was-
really working for her, wasn't it?
and it was a little further through the day, and all she
Correct.
needed was more ice
That's it.
and more Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, you always had to go to the cafeteria to get more ice, and they
Yep.
already knew what to do. Like you,
Yes,
you
sir.
show up with that mug, they're like, you don't even got to say anything to those ladies back there. They already knew what to do. Fill it up with ice, and you go right back to where you were. That's it.
And she was fucking cool as shit. Actually,
and I never had an issue with her after that.
and dude, seriously, like, what do we call the security guard guy?
Oh, Dewey?
Dewey. Yeah,
yeah.
Dewey.
So
That guy took his job.
Everybody
serious.
knew Dewey as Dewey.
He
I didn't
paid-
even hang out with you guys in high school, and we still called him Dewey.
Yeah, so-
Everybody called Dewey Dewey.
he took his job very fucking serious.
I didn't
Absolutely.
know these guys. For anybody listening to this podcast, I didn't know these guys. They were way too cool for school for me.
Shit.
Like Ryan was in a band, and had all those groupies and everything. Greg was.
I was there.
Greg was in a back corner making a lot of money. I didn't really know him. I went through other avenues and channels. But I never hung out with either one of these dudes in high school. Ryan said one nice thing to me one time. That's about frickin' it.
Hey, that's
at
more
a
than
show
me.
that he was at.
you should hear how me and Greg met back
more
up
than
in
me.
high school.
But all I'm saying is, like, with all that going on, we all still called this stupid ass cop Dewey, and apparently that was school wide. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, so one morning, I think it was my senior year, I finally figured it out that you can pay off the security guard. Oh, that was loud.
Sorry.
You're good.
Oh.
We're crackling.
Yeah,
and
dude, my ears are
whackling.
burning.
Yeah. Poor Greg. So no, seriously though, when I got to school one day, I had a McDonald's breakfast sandwich and a hash brown, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm not that hungry. And I was like, I'm gonna try and pay this motherfucker off with some McDonald's.
With your loud wingy dingy car.
With my loud wingy dingy car. And I gave him this sandwich and the hash browns, and I was like, Dewey, we have an understanding. When I want to leave school at 10:14 in the morning, you can't say shit.
Well, yeah, because it's not like you're getting out of there quietly.
Hell no.
Dude, you
That
had that.
fucking Honda was loud as shit.
Yeah, it's like. Like, all right, Dewey's already, his ears perked up the second that thing starts up.
Every time. But no, I paid him off with a McDonald's breakfast sandwich, some hash browns. Every time I left school, he didn't even look at me.
Well, that's like early relationship advice. You keep somebody satisfied with a full belly, they'll never say anything.
Happy Dewey, happy life.
That's right. It's like, hey, I can get right on the way out of here with a full belly. Look at me with my egg McMuffin and my hash brown. Look at me.
Dude, so many Winnetonka
It's
stories.
like, Dewey, did you see that loud ass CRX leave? No, I was.
It wasn't even the CRX, it was the coupe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, still. Yeah,
Dude,
loud wingy dingy.
so many
They were
Winnetonka
both
stories.
Loud wingy dingies.
I saw, just the craziest shit that happened at Winnetonka. Literally my first day, and we can't name any names here, so Greg, shut the fuck up, because I know you know who I'm about to talk about.
Okay.
Wendy.
Yeah. So
I was about to ask Dave if he washed his hands or not. That's
the
all.
first
Smell 'em.
day,
Come here. Give me a good smell. Come on.
That
the
smells-
first
smell 'em a
day
little
of
bit.
my freshman year, there was a kid that got caught with an ounce of cocaine in his locker. Had the
Very
police,
brazen for your first day of school.
police dogs out, fucking all the SWAT and shit. And I was just like, oh my God, this is fucking high school. This is really upper middle school, man. This is,
Upper middle school.
I don't know why you're shocked, man. There's a reason why our
Higher
cop
class
got
middle
cop of the year twice in a row.
I was just like, what the fuck? But then,
I mean, the cop had
it
easy
wasn't,
pickings.
It wasn't like, scary.
It's like literally like
Fish in a barrel, baby.
what was that game on Nintendo, Duck Hunt? Where like all they're gonna do is jump up in front of me. I just gotta grab them one by one. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Winnetonka.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking another time a kid.
And then Ryan was playing the dog, pointing him out.
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know what you just said. But
Redemption.
I don't see nothing. He's got sunglasses on. I don't know what you're talking about.
anyways,
I wear my sunglasses.
there was another
at night.
time that the upper like mezzanine where the
Yes.
theater was and shit.
Yes, those
The
stairs.
big windows that looked over the parking lot, the student parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
One time, these two dudes got in a fight, and one dude whooped the shit out of the other dude, and
Tends to be
fucking
how it goes.
well, he fucking donkey kicked one of those huge windows out.
Can you explain a donkey kick?
Yeah, just turn around and fucking kick backwards, and that's about it. And he was trying to throw this fucking kid off the balcony, and I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? But at that point, I was like kind of broken in, so I was like, nah, that's normal.
From the showers.
Yeah, we're just like, okay, we call that Tuesday.
That's cool.
Yeah, we call that Tuesday.
Yeah.
Something happened over the weekend, found out Monday, acted on a Tuesday. Yeah, that's kind of how we do things.
Tonka was wild, dude. It was, but you know what? I'll take it, because I think it kind of shaped you. You know what I mean?
Well, you kind of got to see how the world worked.
Yeah, hell yes, you did.
So you guys both graduated Tonka, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to Tonka for 2 years.
I was a 5-year.
Can I tell a 2-minute story?
Super senior? You were a super senior?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I knew a few. I just wanted to make...
He was an upper senior. He was an upper senior. Yeah.
When I was in upper high school...
Upper high school.
Upper high school.
When I
Yeah.
was in upper high school...
So I my sophomore year was my last year at Winnetonka, and there was a particular guy. We're gonna call him. Let's see. Let's call him Travis. It starts with the same letter.
I knew plenty of Travises.
Travis was not your traditional white dude because he wasn't white. But me and him got into a big our argument.
Not your traditional white dude.
Talking about?
Dave, come on. Like,
And so-
you can't lead with that.
Well, no, it was fine. It was fine. I think I painted the picture
No,
for
it
everybody.
wasn't. He wasn't
It was
white.
there wasn't a whole lot of the.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so me and Travis got into like a vocal altercation in a class, and we were about to, bring it out into the hallway after class, and so we did. Bell rang, things went down, and everything. People broke us up, da-da-da. So I ended up getting kicked out of Winnetonka my sophomore year. Ended up having to go stay with my mom in Liberty and going to Liberty High School. Okay. So part of that, when you're kicked out of another school, before the next school semester starts or the next school year starts, you have to go and you have to have this sit down with the principal. Okay. And apparently a lot of people were going through that at the time. So here I am sitting in this hallway waiting to go speak with the principal. And who ends up sitting right across from me with his mom? Travis. And we're just sitting there hard staring at each other. I'm like, motherfucker. You
Old
you
Travis.
motherfucker. Da, da,
Just
da.
right there fucking...
So we were like, hey, check this out. We're going to not take any shit from these rich kids. We're not going to deal with it. We're going to fuck them all up. I got your back.
Oh,
you
so
got
you guys
mine.
teamed up?
Well, we thought we were. And so junior year, I ended up getting kicked out of Liberty High School 3 months before the end of the school year. And so I had to go to what's called a satellite school that Liberty also had one to make up like 14 credits in 1 year.
Would you go to Ombudsman?
No, it's called the Academy. It's kind of right by the high school in Liberty. And so what this school was there's only like 30, 40 kids in this school, but there's also about 20 to 30 cops, and like most of them have like ARs and shit, and you got to go through all this whole thing every day. They got to go through your bag and everything as you go in.
And this is the mid 2000s.
Yeah, and instead of teaching you actual school, they just teach you how to fold tacos because that's where you're going to be the rest of your life.
No. I already had a job at Taco Bell. I knew how to do that full and well.
That
I would have
explains
gotten
a lot.
I would have
about-
gotten an
His
A in a
affinity
class if
for
that was an
Taco
actual
Bell is,
class.
like, unmatched.
But it turns out that, quote unquote, Travis ended up going to the same damn school as I did, right? So we're both in this academy, and it's like, you know, maybe a football field away from the main high school. And so it was, you know, again, for bad kids and everything, you got to go through all this. And so for the first couple months, they just bring you bag nasties, you know, to eat for lunch, you know, like a paper bag full of like a, you know, raw ham sandwich and a bag of chips and shit like that. And then they were like, hey, we're going to try this new thing where you guys get to go and eat lunch at the high school. I'm like, dope, cool. At this point, we also had befriended a guy. I'm just going to say his name because I don't think anybody knows him. His name was Rozelle. And between me and Travis and
From
Rozelle,
Aladdin?
No, but his name was Rozelle. Big guy, a lot of muscle on him. And so we were like, hey, the first day that we go to this high school, we're like, hey, any one of these bitch-made fucking Liberty kids tries to talk shit at us, we're going to beat the hell out of all of them, okay? And I'm like, yeah, I could totally do that. I'm 5'6", 110 pounds soaking wet, but I got y'all. Y'all are the scrappers. So we go to the high school. I'm the first one to go through line, get my food, come back out, go to the lunchroom. Circle, lunch tables, 6, you know, chairs around the lunch table. And this bigger white guy comes up and he's like, hey, you're in my seat. Now I'm at an empty lunch table. I'm sitting at an empty lunch table. I'm like, nah, dog. No. You can have any one of these seats. I don't care where you want to sit. And he was like, no, you're in my seat. And I was like, no, go fuck yourself. You can sit at any one of these seats or go somewhere else.
So you went to upper middle school in prison?
No, this is upper high school at this point.
Got it.
And so he goes, for the third time, he was like, nah, dog, you're in my seat. And I go, nah, dog, go fuck yourself. So he starts to walk away. Now, keep in mind, nobody else that it came from me or came with me from the academy is with me yet. So this guy, much bigger than me, starts walking away. I had won that fight. I had won it using words. But my dumbass decides as he's walking away to go,
it's very noble.
Yeah, you fat motherfucker, you better walk the fuck away.
That's why I fucked your bitch,
you fat motherfucker. Take money. So he ends up going to the next table that he's by, and he hangs his head like he's ashamed of what he's about to do. And he puts his tray down. He starts walking back towards me. I haven't gotten out of my seat yet.
He's like, because I have to.
Hey, right.
I can't let this 5'6" motherfucker talk to me like
this. Shit, it cannot slide.
It cannot slide.
I cannot abide.
I crossed the line, right?
I would have let this motherfucker just shut the fuck up, and he didn't, and I
didn't. And so he walks back up to me, and I'm thinking he's just going to say some shit. He doesn't. He has a roll of quarters in his hands, and he hits me so fucking hard, I don't remember what happens until I'm up against a wall,
Damn, he had the fist
again.
pack?
Yeah. Well, the only reason I know that is when they scooped me up, and they were like, hey, here's your shoes, by the way, that you got knocked out of. They're like, they knocked out of my shoes because my Osiris D3s knocked right out of them bad boys. And so they were like, hey, here's the $5 in quarters that you had apparently in your pocket. I was like, I didn't have $5 in quarters. They were like, oh,
but
well, he fucked you up, cuz.
I'd be like, where's the other 5? Those comes in $10 rolls.
What the fuck's going on?
Those come in $10 rolls.
I end up getting like I didn't get anything, but they put those little things in my skin and everything
Staples?
from where I got cut and everything. Nah, and then I got kicked out of school for 3 days. So I go back and I walk up to well, again, Travis, I guess is what we're gonna call him, and Rozelle, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I was like, dude, literally knocked me out my shoes. Where the hell was y'all at? And they both look at me and they're like, nah, dude, you fucked with a rugby player. We don't fuck with that shit. It's like, oh, okay. So I beat the hell out of this man's fist with my face, and gained $5. So technically, I consider that a win.
You know what they call that? You know what they call that?
A come up.
A goddamn come up.
Think about if he would have hit you with a roll of $half. How fucking much?
Who has a roll of $half, Greg?
Dude, only the most ballingest dude.
Probably Jennifer.
Beat ass. That's it. Only the most willingest badass is willing to beat ass.
Y'all, it's been fun.
Oh, we gonna cut it short?
No, we don't have to. I'm just hungry.
I'm just hungry. What are you trying to eat?
Good Lord, man.
Keep it.
What?
I thought we had like topics.
Do we have more then? Go, let it roll,
we had a whole
man.
paper
What do we
towel
got?
about it. We had a whole paper towel about it.
Oh,
Jen's about to
shit.
get in this shit. Now we got another topic.
All right,
go.
I'm gonna listen.
Project
Ladies
Jen.
and gentlemen, someone has just entered the room, and I'm gonna take a step back because she's way fucking cooler than I am.
That's for damn sure.
So, baby, Jennifer, come on, sit in this chair, take these headphones, take this microphone. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, and you take over. But you got to be in charge.
Did you develop that habit in like high school or something?
No, lower middle school. Lower middle school.
Yeah, this motherfucker is talking about lower middle school and upper high school.
Jennifer, if you were to be told about lower middle school, what grade are you thinking?
6th grade.
I gotta go plug this in.
Now, what do you think middle high school would be?
Sophomore?
8th grade.
What?
Ooh. All right. Already not off to a good start.
Go ahead
All right.
for that. That'll be fun.
All right. So, Greg, you remember the napkin, right? This is important.
I do.
Right?
God damn it.
Give us one topic from the napkin that we can go ahead and wrap this up in.
What?
Hold on. What's the napkin?
Oh, we wrote down ideas on a napkin.
Because we're professional, homie. We professional.
Yeah, we were trying to come up with topics. I think one of them that we actually haven't discussed was like sleeping habits. It's like can you go to sleep with like complete silence? Do you need a fan? Do you
So
need a
when
TV
you and
on?
Ryan first got together, did you guys ever had like an issue with how you guys were going to sleep in the room?
From the very beginning.
Yeah,
All
from
right.
the very beginning, because
And
that's
it's
like a
still
big thing.
7 years
Because
later.
yeah, well, I'm just saying, it's like from
Well,
the
explain
very
what the
beginning,
issue was, though.
Well, like from the very beginning, it's like when you first get initiated, it's like it's like, hey, this is gonna be our thing forever, unless we're sleeping in separate rooms. It's like, do we have a TV on, a fan on, or a complete silence? Like, what is it?
All right, so when you and Ryan first started sleeping in the same bed together as good Christian couples,
That's right.
not doing anything except for doing Bible
There's
scripture
no
at night,
premarital nonsense going
none of
on.
that, none of that, just praise hallelujah, all that good stuff. When you guys first started sleeping in the same bed together, what was something that like you needed or that he needed that you guys disagreed with and it didn't make sense for one of y'all?
The fan. 100%.
Who needed the fan? Who needed the fan?
I need the fan. I need
Amen.
all the fan. I cannot be hot at night at all.
So do you run hot?
Oh my god.
So he runs cold, right?
Well, I'm
look at him. He's
I'm
tiny.
He's 110 pounds,
I'm 200 pounds. Like, I'm not a skinny woman.
no.
Ryan is
You're
5
you're
foot-
the right
no,
weight.
5 foot.
No,
6
no,
foot
he's-
3, 145 pounds.
Look at her getting
maybe.
the inches right.
She's like, well, I'm this tall for sure.
No, that's right. No, he's just and I'm like,
Of course he runs cold. He has
I don't know
zero
what to
fat
tell
on
you.
him. Say he has zero fat on him.
Did you like tell him like, hey babe, maybe like get a couple blankets on
Oh,
you
no.
or
In the wintertime, there's 3 quilts on top of him.
are you serious?
Swear to God.
Oh
And we
my
have
God.
separate blankets because he's like, we need to share a blanket. No, we have 3 pit bulls that sleep between us.
So live in
So you got
between
body
you.
heat
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
So what do you guys run your like? Let's just say like right now the average temperature outside for those listening, the average temperature is somewhere between like 82 and 89 degrees. What is your AC normally set at night when you go to sleep?
I can get away with 69 at night.
Yep, that's what mine said.
That's
Ed.
my fucking jam.
That's
right
what I'm
there.
saying. That's what mine
68,
said.
68, 69.
67.
No, give me all the cold.
Ryan would freeze
Dude.
up like a popsicle.
No bullshit, Greg. No bullshit, Greg. So Jemmy went out on like a work conference like a month and a half ago to Oakland and everything, and the average outside temperature at night was like 75 degrees or something like that. I set my thermostat down to 65 degrees at night because I am going to be a goddamn burrito
Yes.
when I sleep at night, wrapped up in everything I can with a dog at my side, and it's going to be great. And then I still have a fan right next to me and over top of
Yes.
He just
Same.
said, I got a
Same.
dog.
Yes.
I
You
got
should
a
see our
dog.
setup.
I got a hot dog.
me. A dog. I said
Yeah.
a dog.
Well,
I don't
Ryan,
know. You said a dog.
We-
I got a dog.
we
Whatever.
have a king size bed, and you know, Ryan's not the big guy, but they all like, he's like, I never have room. They push against me.
They do
So,
tend to, yeah, they do
They
tend
like
to
cover
favor
against
the
me,
woman.
so then I
yeah.
have 3 pit bull heating pads, and Ryan's like this.
No, I always have mine set.
Just
at-
free and clear.
Free ball
Just
in it.
free and clear.
Oh, there's
No,
a
we don't need the
napkin.
napkin anymore. We got a great topic going on right now.
My ball.
So
We should frame that napkin.
no. That's definitely not how they were described. Sleeping at night. So now we got the temperature down. How many fans do you have running?
2.
Two at all times, right? One's a ceiling fan.
Yep.
and then you got the oscillating fan, or
On me.
but not oscillating, right?
It can't be on
That's
Ryan.
that's what I'm talking about.
Dude, that is
that's
a
that shit.
You guys,
'Cause
that
he
is a
can't
life of
breathe.
luxury.
Him
It's like
can't breathe.
I live in a place that does not have a ceiling fan,
Oh God, no.
and I have to use an oscillating fan. And most of the time, it's like the only one that I have is during the summer. It's the only time I need it because the only time it gets that hot is it's right there in front of my bed and it does oscillate because I want it to hit my feet up to my head
I have to
all
have a
night.
fan
That's
going
all I want to do.
if
So I
it's
only get one
20
fan,
below.
and I only run it during the summer. But I have to have a TV though. We've neglected the TV.
Hold on, real quick before we get to the TV. I just want to say this because I know that my girlfriend doesn't listen to this podcast, and if she does, then she's going to figure out my method. And this is how I know that she's ever going to give me the time of day. Our thermostat is downstairs. Our bedroom is upstairs. Okay. Now, a trick that I have learned to overcome, because she's like, no, has to be between 70 and 72, and I'm like, fuck all that, is at some point, I'll just chug whatever water I have, and be like, oh, I gotta go get more water.
then
So I go downstairs, put them on fire to 68, okay, and then come back upstairs. But yes, the oscillating fan doesn't oscillate. Now, keep in mind, my
The
girlfriend
oscillating fan doesn't.
doesn't oscillate.
No.
It doesn't. It does an awesome job, but it doesn't oscillate. Okay, it stays right there, blowing against my face indiscriminately from like 18 inches away, so that I can wrap up in my blanket. That's all it is. All right. So, Greg, you wanted to say something about noise and TV.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like as far as sleep, man, we covered the fan. I feel like, but like I have to have a TV when I sleep. I have to have it. I don't know why. It's just that like nonsense noise.
Too
Just
much going up there.
yeah, exactly. I got too much going on in my head. I will think too much, and I will never sleep if I don't have something to listen to put me out.
What do you normally listen to?
Well, on the TV, it's either Sports Center or some crime stuff.
Okay.
Like it's got to be some like murder mystery shit that I don't really care about. Somebody that did it in Tennessee in 1986.
It has to be something you don't care about.
Yeah, it's like
It'll be
I don't really
"Bing!"
give a shit.
This motherfucker took like 3 knives to the dome, and he's like, I just want to listen to this shit because I'm going to fuck about it.
Yeah.
This is soothing.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, I'm just saying, it's like, hey, I don't give a shit.
And
It's
then
like,
he
I
comes
just
in
need
and
somebody.
slices his throat and hides the body down.
Scott
just
Elson
needed
walked
somebody
into
else's
his house
voice to
just to
talk about
find somebody
something
to stab him in his jawline 13 times.
that's
And then Greg's
extreme.
like, yeah, that's my shit.
Well,
I'm
not
gonna go to
really.
sleep
I'm just
to
saying,
that.
it's like, guess
So
what?
peaceful.
It's more. It's not just that. It's like it's more or less like I don't give a fuck about what they say.
He
I
dreams
just
of rainbows and bunnies.
honestly no. It's more or less like I'm
13
getting stuffed
shades
in a
of
barrel.
red, yeah.
It's more or less I'm getting stuffed in a barrel with my lifeless body. But at the same time, hey, I come out okay.
Oh.
It's like my positive attitude counteracts that negativity in my dreams. I do fine.
Okay. Well, Jen, do you have to watch something or listen to anything? Do the fans do you just fine?
You
We've
can
been
go
kind of
so-
like back and forth lately.
Can you go with
actually,
no TV though?
if I'm tired.
So,
So you have to be,
If
like,
I have
really
a
tired.
ton, if I have a ton on my mind, or I've been like super stressed out, I have to have something going for
Dave,
sure.
can you go with no TV?
No. I have tinnitus too, so like,
Yeah.
like I have a constant, and I can even do the decibels. There it is. That's the
You make
that's
that
constantly
noise?
that's constantly in my head at all times in my left
I
ear.
thought you made that noise. I was like,
No, I didn't make that noise in my mouth, but that's
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
in
the
your
key.
Head, that's where it is. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
annoying as fuck. It's like that's annoying as
I
fuck.
can't even
I mean,
imagine.
I
There it
would
is
hate
right there.
myself
It
if
is
I-
constant.
if my head
So
made
like
that
even a
noise,
fan,
I would hate myself.
Helps.
even if
It
well a
helps.
fan helps, but it doesn't do enough because a fan doesn't hit that decibel. So like what I like about watching something is that like periodically it hit. Once the decibel is taken away, if something else hits that same like note for like a brief moment, I feel like I don't hear it anymore. So it's like a
just wish I
relief
could-
kind of thing.
I wish I could
Yeah.
Said
find.
something
I
about
wish I
that.
could find that note that makes me like a fainting goat, to where it's like right when it hits that note, I'm just gone.
It's called the brown note.
Oh no, that makes you shit yourself.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
That's
the
not a
brown
fainting
note
goat. That's a yeah.
But okay, so like to round it off though, if you had to give up one sense of the 6 senses that we have, what would it be?
Well, I'll go ahead and go first, so
Okay,
that
hold on.
everybody
We
else
gotta
talk.
go, can we go over the 6 senses? Because I'm
Yeah, it's hearing. It's sight, hearing, smell, touch, taste, and
feel. No,
That's
you
that's
Same
said-
as
touch. Sight, smell, hearing, taste, touch,
Sight. Hold on. Sight,
smell,
touch,
hearing, taste.
taste, and
Maybe that's why they call it the six senses, because there's only 5 senses. There's 5 senses, motherfuckers. We
There are
already fucked up the
6.
question. We're asking which one of our
Obviously.
7.
Oh,
That's why they call it the sense. The sixth sense
ruined it for
Oh
everybody. 'cause
my
there's only
god!
5.
I blame.
No, maybe the sixth
I
sense-
blame Haley Joel
maybe
Osment.
The sixth sense is not that
when you
important.
guys-
That's
Apparently.
our winner right
Oh,
there.
well, I mean-
question, I couldn't fucking wait until you fucking found out that there's only 5.
Oh, shut up, Ryan. You didn't know that shit.
So there really is only 5.
I would give up the 6th.
There's
then.
5. Wow, we
would
were trying to discover the sixth sense. We really were.
Fuck Bruce Willis.
Are you glad I asked
don't
that
need
question?
to see you, buddy.
Hey,
Wait a minute. I don't need to see him.
don't say fuck Bruce Willis.
I know I love Die Hard, but
So which one of your 5 senses? are
okay,
you
which one of
willing to
your
give up?
5 senses would you be willing to give up?
Wow. I feel like such an asshole right now.
No, that's all a dummy.
Okay, so COVID experience, I couldn't taste anything for a week. That sucked ass because then food tasted so differently. Obviously, taste is important, but hearing is important as well because I love music. But then not to be able to see Kinley's face would be heartbreaking.
I'm taking taste.
I would say feel, like touch.
Oh yeah. So that way you can get over your foot thing.
Jerk me off.
So
Was
you
that-
get over your foot thing. Anybody
I wouldn't be
touches
able
my
to
feet,
feel
you wouldn't be
anything,
able to
but-
feel it at all.
I'm going with
I
Phil
don't
too because that'd be
know.
the world's maybe not biggest but best porn star.
Oh my
Just
God.
I'll just go through a whole train load of bitches. Dave, when are you gonna be done? I don't know. Thursday? I don't know. We'll figure it out at some
Hold on,
point.
Dave.
You know,
we
like
didn't say that you lose a fucking sense your dick grows. We're just saying.
no. You
just
lose the sense of
feel
feeling.
it.
You lose the sense of
That's all it
feeling.
is. We didn't say that. You're still Dave. It's
Well,
like it doesn't matter. It's like
bonus
it's not
of
going to
not-
improve an attribute.
Bonus
It's
of
like,
I didn't say it was gonna get bigger. I just said I wasn't gonna be able to feel anything.
Just saying. I would take taste because then I could eat everything that's healthy, and I'd finally be healthy when I eat stuff.
Yeah, but you're not gonna want.
Don't
Yeah.
care. I can eat whatever the hell I want. I can smell it and be like, that smells delicious. Then I eat it, I'm like, can't taste it. Fine.
Yeah, but smell is also connected with your memories and olfactory sense. So,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I got
So
a
you
lot of
still have
bad
to-
memories
you still have
connected
to
to good
smell.
smells. So,
No,
you know, like.
well-
Well, but you still smell those. Like, I'm giving up the taste. Like, I can, like, see
But then if
salad-
somebody had, like, BO around you, you would smell it, you know? Like, you don't want
Don't
that.
work
Yeah,
at
but
the
I'm
bank.
not. Well, right. I'm not tasting it, I guess. But
You'll
it's
smell
like,
all the smells of the bank.
No, I'm giving up
I'm
the
taking
sense
the
of touch, and
giving-
I'm
I'm
going
giving
a
up
new
taste.
career field. That's
I'm
all
giving
I'm
up
doing.
taste. I want to be able to smell because things smell good, but they also smell bad. Like, I need to know if my flatulence is that really that bad.
Why do you have to know? Other people will let you know. Other people will let you know if it's that bad.
Unless they're super polite. A lot of my friends, dude, I've been cutting.
Who of your friends are polite?
I would tell. 'em.
Almost all
I
of
would tell
them.
'em.
Me and Ryan are
Other
assholes
than-
to you.
other than
I would
Like, you
tell
stink
you.
right
Okay,
now.
Other than
And I
this
can't even
group
smell
right
you.
Here, other than this group right here, most of the people. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
nobody
like one
can
of
see
my.
me.
That's like one of my.
But like most
phobias
of this
is
group right
stinking.
here wouldn't
Me
tell.
too. I'm
or
not gonna
they
lie.
would
I'm
tell
not gonna
me.
lie.
But there's other people that wouldn't. Like if I'm at work or something and I'm just out here like, oh, that burger I ate. Bleh. You know, it's like they won't tell me because they're being polite. It's like, you're an acquaintance, not a friend. We're just going to let you go with it. You're the stinky guy at work.
I feel like you believe that people are a lot nicer than they actually are.
Oh, I do. Like when they're acquaintances, not friends.
But I mean, like, wouldn't you
Like,
miss like?
can't you like distinguish that as like, would you tell an acquaintance like what they're doing, or like, would you be as candid as you typically are towards an acquaintance?
Absolutely not. I let everybody
Exactly. You're like, "Oh, you're
embarrass
doing
themselves
great,
as
buddy.
much as
You
humanly
smell like
possible,
shit.
and then I egg
I
them
won't
on for
tell-
doing it. I'm like, hey,
But I
you're
like-
doing great.
Okay, so the smell of bacon,
Yep, it smells fantastic.
and I know this is kind of weird, but the smell of Kinley, like you wouldn't be able to smell.
I've
not
smelled
in a-
that
No,
kid.
in a
Yeah, I
good
got
way.
kids too.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
nobody,
in a good
nobody's
way.
kids smell
Smell her in
good.
a
Right?
yeah, but
or
smell
like
her
the
in a bad
smell
way.
of snow.
Yeah, I was gonna
or
say
rain.
What does snow?
Rain.
What does snow smell like?
You can
That's a good
smell
one.
snow coming.
I mean, I can smell snow, but like in a Tony Montana way, but like
gonna
not
say-
like in a oh my god, weather's coming our way kind of
no,
thing. You know,
gotta
like,
understand. Kinley saves
What
her
if
farts
what
in
if
the
there's a
morning for
gas leak, in your apartment.
Oh yeah, I have
and you
one.
won't be able to smell it.
I have a 9-year-old gas leak. Like every time I wake her up, she's like, "Oh, Daddy, give me a hug. I want a hug." And yeah, exactly.
Squeeze it right out of them.
I was like, "Did you save that for me?" And like, I just get a big grin. I don't even get an answer. I just get a big grin on her face. She's like, "Yep, Daddy, that was for you."
That was her way of saying. That was her way of saying, "Go make bacon. It'll cover up this
I
smell."
don't know if you guys
she
know
doesn't
that.
eat breakfast. She
I don't
just
know if
wanted
you
to
guys
do that
know
to ruin my day.
Kinley is my niece, Greg's daughter, is
Yep.
such.
She's like, "Where do you think I get it from, Daddy?"
Kid.
She's definitely.
She's such a cool ass.
She's
kid.
entertaining.
And I'm not
That's
being
for damn
biased.
sure.
Oh my God.
Anybody that meets her, they're like, Kinley's so cool.
All right, well, I think we've gotten pretty far on this one. We actually swapped out our maestro for Miss Jennifer Blakely.
Yeah.
Big round of applause from everybody, because I don't have that effect on the whole editing software, but another big...
Sign it out.
I'm blushing.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you sign us out.
Do it.
I don't know how to do that.
You
Hey,
just
dude.
say it was
Say-
Fat Boy Skinny. And
Fat
it
boy skinny.
turned into Fat Boy Pretty.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Sign them out, babe.
Fat boy thickness.
And if you were offended, by that, fuck y'all.
Kind of like that.
We didn't do drugs or do sexy sexual shit or anything like that.